Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Come on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Well, remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Pickett. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's going to look deep for more. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Okay. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Hurts. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. The Cardinals at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. An extra point by Gain is up and good. And Raiders lead 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taking it around the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw, Pickett. Got him in, it's Brown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. Trap 50.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Hurts. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
First down, Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the Scott troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pickett will look to throw it here. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if
if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Touchdown! Rondale Moore from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they're tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the hole in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
That might might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Okay, ready?
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to counter. Room here to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
I'll break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly. Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On second down and 4. Hurts finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This caught left side by the tight end, Parham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Connor up the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 145 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And the catch made by Hopkins. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A tackle made by Boye Mafe.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Again, a run with Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Cardinals win. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get the extra week.